What's going on YouTube? Today I've got another unboxing from Flagstaff Pawn, which I purchased on Instagram. We're going to get into it here and you can take a look at a hint of what's to come. Now it's not a lunar monkey, but it is a monkey coin and we're going to bust this thing open right now. So I've got a coin here that I purchased from Flagstaff Pawn again. Now this is not a 1 ouncer, this is a 2 ouncer. So let's go ahead and bust this open, see what we got here. As you guys can tell, I'm using a really crappy knife to unbox these, and I've been in the market for something decent. I want to find a local company that does knives in the US, and I'd like to give those guys a shout out here. So if you know of any good knife companies, comment down below and let me know. But let's open this up without further ado and see what we got in here. As well, Flagstaff Pawn always packages their stuff very well. The prices are always very fair, and I got no complaints. They ship quick as hell, like the same day that you order, they ship it. And look what we've got here. What we've got here is the 2016 monkey. Now this is not a government issued coin. This is just a generic sunshine minting press, but it's a cool coin nonetheless. There's not very many 2 ounces of this out there, so I thought it'd be cool to add to the stack. I wanted to touch on a couple other things in this video besides just silver. With the price of silver plummeting, it is going down to the prices it was right around when I was in high school. Now gold itself is kind of timid as well, but here's the thing guys, I've done videos on this before. I've talked about Bitcoin in the past. I used to mine it back in the day when it was affordable to do so. Bitcoin has now surged past gold. It didn't just trickle over the amount of gold, it is well over the price of gold. Now I would say in the last week or so, the price of Bitcoin has incrementally increased quite a bit. I would say at least between $50 to $100 a day. Now today, at this moment, Bitcoin is currently priced at $1,524 per 1 Bitcoin. That's crazy, guys. I got in Bitcoin when it was around $200 to $300 a coin. So crazy amounts of progress in the Bitcoin world, and it's one of those things that makes you question whether or not it's something you should actually get into. I've done videos on the past, which I will pop up here for you, on how to get free Bitcoin, but there's been some amendments to that site, and it's better. These amendments are better than what it was before. What I really want to do is point out how beneficial it is to diversify, to not just invest in silver, to not just invest in gold, to not just invest in a 401k or a Roth IRA. Don't just put all your eggs in one basket, guys. You've heard this before. Diversify your portfolio, diversify your retirement stack, whether it's silver, gold, Bitcoin, US dollars, euro, whatever it is that you're doing. Don't put all of your eggs in one basket. I do dabble in the stock market. In the stock market, I don't just have one stock. I've got multiple stocks, and I'm constantly looking and constantly evaluating and pivoting, and that's what you guys need to do to be successful in this world of stacking your money away for a later date. Now, without wasting any more of your time here, guys, I've babbled on quite enough. I want to switch over to the computer. I want to take a look at the Bitcoin site, and I just wanted to kind of give you guys a comparison for what Bitcoin is doing, where it is going, and kind of maybe point you into some directions and some things that you can read to better educate yourself to decide if maybe Bitcoin is something worth investing into or worth buying into. A lot of us, we fear the things that we don't understand. We fear the unknown. That's just the human mindset. That's how we're all programmed. Things that we don't understand, the things that we don't know, we immediately fear them, we immediately poo-poo them. And I've seen it quite a bit with Bitcoin, especially with a lot of you guys who follow me. A lot of you guys told me 2-3 years ago, oh, Bitcoin's not going anywhere, it's not gonna be worth anything, and you couldn't have been more wrong. Not only is it going places, not only is it worth more than gold, but there's a slew of alternate currencies that broke off of Bitcoin, and people are basically trying to copycat the success that Bitcoin has had. It's not gonna happen. At least I don't think it's gonna happen. But either way, guys, Bitcoin today, $1,524, and as I speak, it just jumped up $2. So it's $1,527 now. I wouldn't be surprised if by the end of the day, we cross over to that $1,600 mark. That's my take on Bitcoin, guys. If you stuck around this far, you're definitely curious to find out where you can get free Bitcoin and how you can get an interest return on that Bitcoin. I'm gonna show you how to do that right now. So let me switch over to the computer and let's get going. All right, so I'm over here at the computer now, and I wanted to show you this website called Preev, Preev.com. Preev is basically your spot checker, I guess you'd call it, for Bitcoin. So you put in how much Bitcoin you have, and then it tells you what it's worth. So 1 Bitcoin right now is worth $15.29. That's gone up quite a bit since I started this video, guys, and it's gonna keep going up. So chances are, by the time this video is posted, when you head over to Preve.com and you see what 1 Bitcoin's worth, it will be worth way more than 1530. I don't really see gold or silver moving that quickly, but it's happening, guys, and you're either on this boat or you're not on this boat. And if you're not on this boat, it's not that far away from shore for you to jump off that dock, swim out to this boat, and hop on board. So I'm going to touch on a couple things here. If you guys want more in-depth information, comment down below, let me know. I wanted to point out some websites that'll help you kind of understand maybe a little bit better what Bitcoin is. And one website you're actually familiar with. So first thing, we're going to go to the website that shows you how to get free Bitcoin. So let's head over to freebitco.in. That's freebitco, and then there's a dot here, in. So it's not freebitcoin.com or anything like that. freebitco.in. I'll put that link down in the description below. But what you're doing here, this website gives you free Bitcoin based on the advertisements that they show here. So there's all these advertisements. Because I'm seeing them, if I click this button to tell them that I'm not a robot, and I basically pass this CAPTCHA thing, I'll roll the dice here, and then I'll win that many Bitcoin. So we've got that many Bitcoins. I can add it to my balance over here, and you can see if we copy this, it's not a lot of Bitcoin because this is free Bitcoin after all, but if we copy the amount of Bitcoin that I currently have, we throw that into Preve, we can see that that's currently 41 cents. Not a lot, not a big deal, whatever. But today is Tuesday. These guys pay out every single Sunday like clockwork. So come Sunday, I may have $1, I may have $5. There's been times that I've had $300. So it all depends on what you roll. When you roll this dice, it's completely luck of the draw. Can't expect to get rich off of this site, guys. This is just a way for you to kind of get your feet wet, to kind of dabble in, all this fun stuff and understand Bitcoin a little bit better. Maybe buy a couple things through Gold Bullion, maybe shop around online for other things. The really cool thing about the free Bitcoin site here, it does give you an interest, which is 4.08% annual, and I don't know of any Bitcoin wallets or companies that do give you an interest rate back, like a return on your money. And you can turn off your auto withdrawal. I have my auto withdrawal turned on because I want it to automatically come out every Sunday. But if I turn that off, this would essentially act as my wallet. And then I'm gaining interest on it, and I can always withdraw it whenever I wanted to withdraw it and stuff. It's not like they hold your money and you have to wait for it, but either way, you get interest on your free money that you're getting from these guys. And if you refer friends and they roll, you get a little percentage of whatever they roll or whatever they earn, and it doesn't come out of their money. It's not like they're getting shortchanged because you're getting a kickback. No. It's the free Bitcoin site giving you a kickback for referring to them somebody new. Just remember, guys, a little bit of Bitcoin goes a long way in the long term. It's growing pretty quick and pretty rapidly, so it's only a matter of time before that little bit of Bitcoin turned into a bigger bit of Bitcoin. Now I want to show you a place that you can actually trade your Bitcoin, whether you want to trade it for US dollars, you want to trade it for Euro dollars, or maybe that's kind of counterintuitive. It's not Euro dollars, it's just euros. But either way, I'm going to show you a place where you can go to kind of trade your Bitcoin for other currencies. And you can also invest in Bitcoin as well. So you can kind of buy it, trade it, sell it, just like you would anything on the stock market. CEX.io is a website where I've used for quite a bit, but you can buy your Bitcoin directly here if you don't want to go through a wallet. They have their own wallet that you can use if you want to. Now, I just withdrew a whole bunch of money from here to transfer over to my poker account because I play poker with Bitcoin. But I have 77 cents in US dollars left. Let's just say that I wanted to buy Bitcoin with it. You can head over to the trade page. You can see you got your Euro, your rubies, I guess, ruples, Ethereum. If you're into Ethereum, I'm not a big fan of that. Some people are, but there's that. But this will show you a running tally of Bitcoin, and as you can see, it's on the uptick, and this is in the last 15 minutes. Let's just take a look at the last, I don't know, week. So you can see the amount of trades that have gone through, the volume of trades that have gone through, and then if you scroll down here a little bit further, what you're going to see is the amount of transactions that are currently taking place. So these are what people are willing to sell their Bitcoin for. This will give you an idea of what's to come with Bitcoin, the price that you might see. These little divvies here we call walls. So 2518 and 66 cents. That's a wall at 1465. And then we go down a little bit further and we'll see another wall, 1468. So what that is these are the whales, these are the sharks, these are the guys with big amounts of Bitcoin, and they're looking to kind of control it a little bit. Now we see a huge wall here, $24,000 wall at 1473. One thing that I want to point out, while you can see that today on CEX the website is charging $1465 for Bitcoin, that's a lot lower than what Preve is saying. Preve is saying Bitcoin's worth $1528. So what I wanted to point out is different Bitcoin facilities will have it varied at a different amount. So if you go to Cryptsy or another Bitcoin site, they may have it valued at a different amount. Now what you can do, you could buy it here very, very cheap, transfer it over to Cryptsy, and then sell it at very, very expensive, and then you profit the difference there. All of this might just be complete nonsense to you. It may not make any sense to you. So what I wanted to show you guys was a website that JM Bullion has. It's very detailed, it's very informative, it's got a lot of cool graphics for those of you who hate to read. Let's head over to JM Bullion and check out their Bitcoin versus gold explanation. I'm not going to go through all of this with you. It's going to explain to you the difference between gold and Bitcoin, as well as the history of it, when it first came around, how it started getting used, what started making it more profitable, and then right here, the scarcity. That's the big thing with Bitcoin that I don't think a lot of people understand. Bitcoin only has so many coins that are out there in the world that can be created or that will ever be created. And that number is right here, 21 million. After that point, there is no more Bitcoins being put out into the world, and that, my friends, is when Bitcoin will surge through the roof. You can see this is not the first time that Bitcoin has surpassed gold. Now, the craziest thing is how quickly Bitcoin has jumped up like that. This shows you that there is a need for Bitcoin in the world, not just in the United States, Canada, China, Japan, the UK. They're all starting to look at digital currency and thinking about adopting it. There are ATM machines now that you can go to throughout the world, including the United States. Bitcoin is not a scary thing. As time goes on, it gets more and more valuable, and you can see through all the infographics that it's not a fly-by-night currency. It's been here for quite some time, it's not going anywhere anytime soon, and it's only a matter of time before the price of Bitcoin surges through the roof. So make sure you check out the links down below where I can hook you up with free Bitcoin, I can hook you up with a way to trade Bitcoin on the open market here, and make some money, guys. Make a little bit of money here, make a little bit of money there, maybe just hoard the Bitcoin away and watch it grow in value like you do your silver and gold. Alright, my friends, that is all I have for you today in this video. If you'd like to see more videos on Bitcoin, or maybe you want me to explain it a little bit further and in depth, maybe a little bit slower, comment down below, let me know. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up and like the video. And guys, if you're not already subscribed, please click that subscribe button down below. I'm almost at that 3,000 mark, and I'm telling you guys, this has been a fun ride, making this channel, interacting with all of you guys, learning from all of you guys, more importantly. It's been so much fun, and I can't say thank you enough. So thanks again for watching, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. See you on the next one, everybody. Peace out, YouTube.